3.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up. Rookie season, he had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the pass.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And it'll make it second down. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And he coughed it up.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Hold on. Check.
They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. On third down, Miller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now it's Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Mike Daniels in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Go. Like 20. Watch left. Watch left.
3rd and long. It's gone. Pressure again, and down he goes again. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a second down coming up. Throwing on second and long. Breeze. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Goff. On the right side, this is Miller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. What our referee says. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Goff now on second down. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Gone. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
95-56.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. Oh, some strong running. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play,
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the 50, it's gone. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Goff on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
That's it. Big hit.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Goff. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
He had a good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Let's go, Forrest. Let's go.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Here's Breeze. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second and a couple. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Check three. Hold on. Check. Hold on. Check. Hey, kill.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going.
Out as he's up to the 45-yard line. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Daniels able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Goff now to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out left side here to Bryant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Gone. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter does this out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And here comes the Texans now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And deep pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Bud Dupree. picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's gone. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
12-yard pressure there as it's... Intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go to Barkley again. The tackle there by Stephen Weatherly. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know